We're going to look at this note, and we're going to look at amortization tables. So it calculates how much your mortgage principal you have paid and how much is owing. So it's going to figure out how much of the mortgage you're going to pay, and then how much you've paid of it, how much of the principal you paid, and eventually you're going to figure out how much is still owing at the end. Now the first one here, this is here payment number. It starts from 0 and goes all the way down. Okay, monthly, use the present value formula to calculate this. It is the same. This is your monthly payment. So you're going to figure that out using the present value. Last outstanding principal times the interest. You're going to take whatever the outstanding balance is multiplied by the principal. Then you're going to subtract these two to see how much comes off the principal. And then you're going to go here and subtract the previous one. And the best way is just to actually do an example. So I'll work through one example and then you'll know what I'm talking about, or hopefully you will know what I'm talking about. So we're going to start off with this question right here. A mortgage of $500,000 is amortized over 25 years at 2.2% compounded semi-annually. Okay, first find the monthly interest rate. So I got to use that fancy formula, 1 plus S over 2 to the 1/6 minus 1. So we're just going to put it in the formula, 1 plus 0.022 over 2 to the 1/6 minus 1. And we're going to use our calculator and it'll figure it out. So over here on the calculator here, we'll clear this. We'll go 1 plus 0.022 divided by 2 to the exponent bracket 1 divided by 6, close bracket, minus 1. And there's my interest. So I'm just going to write it 0.001825. I'm going to find the monthly payment. We're going to use our present value. So before that, we need N. So over here on the side, I'm also going to do N. So it's 25 years times 12, because it's monthly. So 25 times 12. 25 times, oops, not divided, but times 12. 300. Okay, determine the monthly payment. We're going to use our PV formula here. So PV equals R, 1 minus 1 plus I to the n, or to the negative n. And that's I in here, all over I. So we're going to put in our present value. The mortgage is $500,000. R, and then 1 minus 1 plus that I we figured out, 0.001825 to the negative 300, all over 0.001825. I'm going to bring that down. Now we're going to use my calculator. It's going to be 500,000 equals R times something in a bracket. So we're going to figure out what that is in the bracket. So we're going to put all this stuff into the calculator, figure out what goes in that bracket. So clear. So we got bracket 1 minus bracket 1 plus 0.001825, close the bracket, to the exponent negative 300, close the bracket, divided by 0.001825. 230.86 will round. 230.86. I'm going to divide both sides by 230.86, divided by 230.86, and we're going to get our monthly payment. So we're going to take 500,000 divided by 230.86. And our monthly payment is 2165.81. So it's 2165.81. Now, if we go back, we're going to fill in the table. Okay, so the first one's given. The payment number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are given. Next. So now we're going to put in the monthly payment. So we just use the PV formula. It is the same for all all payment numbers, so it's the same for everything. So every single time our monthly payment is 2165.81. Maybe there should be a dollar sign here. It's 2165.81. 2165.81. 2165.81 every single time. 65.81, 2165.81, and 2165.81. Actually, I made a mistake. There is none on the first one. So on the first one, there's no payment. There's no interest at year zero. There's nothing here at year zero. So not on the first one. The outstanding balance here is 500,000. So on the first one, we haven't paid a monthly payment, not on year zero or month zero. The first payment comes here, and the second here. Interest. So how do we find this? Okay, here's what we do. I'm going to show you on the calculator. You take this number here, you take this 500,000, and you multiply. So you multiply the 500,000 times your rate up here. You multiply it by that rate. So maybe I'm gonna try to sneak it in really small. So maybe I'll just do it. So it's this number here. Here, I'll put a little arrow. This number here. Every single time, the number over here times 0.001825. So that 500,000 times 0.01825. So let's do it here. So 500,123 00123 times 0.01825. So you take your initial balance times 0.0 and you get 912.15. So 912.15 goes here, or 912.50 goes here. Now you subtract these two. So now this subtract that gives you how much the principal. So you're going to subtract. You can take this number, subtract that number. So you're going to go 2165.81 subtract 912.50. And you get right here 1253.31. So I just subtract. I just took this number, subtracted that number to get here. And now I'm going to take this number and subtract it. This number and subtract it to figure out what my outstanding principal is. So I'm going to take 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, subtract 1253.31, and you get 498,746.69. Okay, 498,746. So that's how much money we still owe the bank. Okay, now we'll repeat. We're just going to repeat. We're going to take this number times 0.00 this here. So we're going to take this number multiplied by that. So let's take a look here. Okay, so we're going to clear here. So we're going to take 498,746.69, and we're going to multiply it by 0.001825. And we're going to get 910.21. Okay. At this point, we're going to subtract these two numbers. So we can take 2165, subtract 910.21. So we're going to take 2165.81, and you're going to subtract 910.21, and you get 125560. So now over here you get 125560. So see, it's going up. The principal is going up. Now you take this number and subtract that. So you take this number, subtract that to see how much you still owe the bank for the loan. Okay, so you go 49874.6. Oh, I didn't put it all in. 49874.6.69. So 498,704.69. Subtract 1255.60. And you get, now this is how much you owe the bank. 497,491.09. Okay, now you continue, so you keep going. So now you take this number multiplied by 0.0. So you keep going. 497,491.09 times 0.001825. You get your new number, 907.92, and then you subtract these two. We'll just do one more row, and then I'll do one more row here. You go 907.92. So, you do the other way around. Sorry, 2165.81. Subtract 907.92. And you get 12. Oh, sorry. You get the new one, 1257.89. 1257.89. And then you subtract these two. So you get that one. And now you subtract these two. So you get 497,491.09. Okay, subtract 1257.89. And you get the new number, sorry, and I subtracted the two here. Okay, and I subtracted these two, and I got 4,962.33 and you keep going. I'll pause the video, and then so I've continued, and I've finished the rest of the table here. Now what I've done, and I've finished all these, and I finished all the numbers here. What I've done is I went on a computer program called Excel. Now I'll show you later on. I'll show you right now. I've gone onto a computer program called Excel, and I've typed it, and I used formulas in here, and I've typed them all out in these formulas. Okay, so I've typed 0, 1, 2, 3, nothing for the first one, and I did it for all 360 payments. Okay, all 360 payments. Now, note, the longer you go, the lower the interest goes, that you're paying the interest, and the more you're paying off the loan. So the lower you go on the table, see, the higher you go, the more you pay on interest. The more interest you're paying, the higher you go on the top of the table. So at the start, you're actually paying for more interest than the loan, and then later you're paying more away of the loan. So the longer you go, the more of the loan you pay. Okay, so let's go back here. So one more thing, we'll go back, and it has one more part. It says right here. Okay, so it says, what is the total interest earned for the 6 payments? So you're gonna add all these up. So for the last part, you're going to add all these up. You're going to add them. So I'm going to do that in my calculator, and I'm going to give you an answer. So in the calculator, put all the numbers up, and I add them, and I go enter. And the amount of interest is about $5,000 that I earned, or that I have to pay, not earn, $40.61 by adding all these ones up. And that's the end of this question.